Hi everyone, I'm Jonathan, and this is
Sandra.
and together we are the Tired Parents. And this week, we want to first off start by apologizing for missing a video last week.
Yeah.
We had to deal with a whole bout of sickness that we're all still kind of working on getting through. So there might be some sniffles, some coughs. I swear it's not COVID. We're good.
No, the kids were all sick, and then we got it.
Yeah. So it was a mix of a lot of really exciting things that happened last week, and then some not so great ones that ended it. So we were thinking, okay, what can we do this week that would be interesting? And, we talk about having like a traditional perspective and that sort of thing, and some of those things actually comes with perks that we haven't directly. If you watch the videos, you pick up. But I figured we would actually just come over some of the perks of having a traditional marriage in the works. And so like for example, this last week, we were all sick, and fortunately, we are in a situation where Sandra is a lovely stay-at-home mom, which is by far one of the most incredible blessings that a woman can fulfill in her life. At least my opinion. I'm sure you probably agree with me there.
I think it is. I know there's a lot of women and men who'd feel differently, I'm sure, but for me it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in a sense, like one of those things that's really kind of a nice perk with the situation we have, where it's more of a traditional family, as I've said so many times, is that she does indeed stay home. It gives us a great amount of flexibility. And so for the past week, we've had a grumpy baby that's not sleeping much.
She didn't feel well.
No. So we were fortunate where, we had Sandra here who was able to actually stay. She's able to handle the night shift, we'll say. Kind of work with the child through the night and kind of tend to her and keep her comfortable. And, there's one point where I had to wind up actually just taking a day off so I could give her a break.
Yeah, it kind of came to that point, came to a head, and I was like, after 2 weeks of, tending to sick children, and we have 3 kids and an infant, a new baby. So, well, she's 4 months, but yeah. So after all that, taking care of all the kids, and then taking care of the house, and cooking, cleaning, and just keeping up with medications and making sure each kid was, bathed and had everything they needed. And I hardly had energy to do anything beyond the basics anyway. So I ended up, after a couple weeks, just needing his help. Like,
yeah,
I was too tired.
In which case I was able to have some spare time off because I don't have to spend so much time taking time off from work to run around to appointments or to handle a sick child for, days on end and stuff like that. So in the end, it's kind of like it's a win for all of us, and it helps us get through things. And then fortunately too, I was feeling more healthy at that point. And then when the weekend settled in, we had some friends over, and it was a great visit. Enjoyed getting to speak with them, then I got hit with the crap.
Whammy.
Yeah.
You're welcome, husband.
Yes. In that case, I really needed Sandra to kind of really help out a lot, because I really needed the time to recoup and re-energize and actually be able to function at work, so I don't make any errors or anything. So in that sense, it's kind of like credit to her for allowing me to have a better professional.
He really invests in his work when I'm at home taking care of, holding down the fort, so to speak. And, I'm always available, if the kids are, have to go home from school suddenly because they're sick, they fall ill one day or something, and I can go pick them up, or, I'm just always here if the family needs anything, or there's some drastic change all of a sudden, and he doesn't have to abandon work and lose pay possibly, or whatever. We don't have to rely on daycare stuff either.
No,
spend the money there.
Huge savings cost there. I mean, we could honestly go on a whole video of that, which we probably will. get on in the sense of the benefits of being a stay-at-home mom and having that aspect of the relationship. And actually, it's so incredibly awesome being able to do that. And it's funny to think, actually, when you really break it down, it's like most of the people that give women trouble over the stay-at-home thing, the ones that I guess would make you feel like you're being crushed by guilt, is other women. But then you talk to women, and every one of them's like, oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I could stay at home and spend more time with the kids. And it's like, all right, so are you wanting to stay home with the kids more? Or do you want to make them feel terrible for staying home because they're not supposedly fulfilling their dreams or whatever the case is? And I think that we need to work on addressing that definition. And like I said, it's a video that's going to take quite a bit longer, I think, to do. This one we just really wanted to more or less make like a perk. You know, like I think we'll probably develop a few of these, you know, as we'll go through, and kind of just perks of being a traditional marriage, because there's always perks to that. And I don't think enough people focus on that. Like you have plenty of videos out there, people explaining how great it is and different things, but to see it in practice is another thing. And for example, this last week, our practice was I was able to do my job successfully. She was able to kind of take the night shift, allow me to sleep. And
I take the night shift anyway most of the time, but because he has to get up and go to work and I'm home, and I don't always get like a guaranteed nap or something, but you know, I have a little bit more of a chance of a slight nap with the baby if I can get, you know, the situation in the house, you know, ready for that.
And
but
the other thing to make note too, as she's doing this, me being the husband, you know, it makes me, I guess, really appreciate and love her a little bit more, which does, you know, I'm not, she's not like the only one that's necessarily sacrificing. Like last night, I made sure to get up. I got up really early so I could take the baby and let her have a little bit more rest. But I was willing to do that because she's been so wonderful. So it's a benefit to both of us. You know, as we mentioned several times over, when you treat your spouse with respect and dignity, you're going to get it back. It's never going to backfire on you. You might have to sacrifice, you know, like it's not exactly great to always be on that.
We both sacrifice, and we both serve each other, and it's usually kind of in different ways because, you know, male and female, and there's differences, so, you know, we might do that differently than each other, but we're both doing it. It's give and take, vice versa. But yeah, there's things, you know, I'm 95% of the time, you know, I'm on baby duty because, you know, I'm home with the kids, and at night I need to tend to the baby, the little baby, because he needs adequate sleep to function well at work and do well at work. And in turn, you know, that puts a roof over our heads and clothes on our bodies and gives us groceries and medical care. And, you know, so that's really important for him to be well rested for work. And but then, like he mentioned, if I'm utterly exhausted and I'm sick or whatever, I need his help. And he does what he can. So
that's just one of those perks with having that traditional marriage scope of man providing and the woman staying at home, tending to the house and home and children. And so, yeah, I think that's probably where we'll leave it for now. We still got some more sleeping and recovering to do ourselves. So next week we'll be back with another traditional perspective topic. Maybe we'll touch on the stay-at-home mom thing, see if we could get some hearts and minds changed.
There's so much more to it, though.
So much more.
Yeah.
But I think that'll be it. So we thank you all, and we appreciate your patience with us, especially because, like I said, we try. We're going to try and continue to try to get out a video every week, but
yeah, we'll try.
Life always gets in the way, and family comes first.
Yeah.
So we want to thank you all for joining us, and if you like it, please like, subscribe, comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Love to engage with you. You know, we're a small channel, so you'll get firsthand engagement from us for sure.
Yeah, we'll talk to you unless you're a complete psycho, but we haven't had that yet. So we'll chat with you. There's the
cough.
sickness.
There's the cough coming through. So we want to thank you all, and you all have a wonderful, glorious evening, day, night, evening, whenever you happen to be watching this, and God bless. Till next time, goodbye.